we're back. So, yeah, so as soon as they called, right? Hey, our plane, or not our plane, our helicopter crashed. Immediately, they stopped all other people from skiing. No more skiing. We need to go on rescue mode. So the two other helicopters flying around are looking for where the crash happened and try to immediately rescue the teams.
Okay. Forrester said uh, uh, that the catch happened near to top of the mountain, typically about 2,000 meters high in the area. High in area.
Mhm. So, uh, generally, because these are helicopter flights for skiing, so they're going up crazy high. They're not just going up 100 meters or so. They're going 2 kilometers into the mountains so people can ski down for a long time. So they were able to find the crash about 2 kilometers up in the mountains. Very tall.
At the moment, it's unclear what the cause of the incident was. He said, "We simply don't know what happened."
Yeah. So at the moment, because this is very recent, right? Like maybe a day ago or a few hours ago or something. Um, they don't know what happened yet. Um, they know it obviously happened, and they've rescued everyone, and everyone is good to go, other than the people who passed away. But they don't know what caused this problem.
CBC has the commit two of the people who died are told from Italy. One is Andres Weidman, 35, and executive with Italian focus culture text market. The order is the Hanne
Hansel. That's how
answer
they pronounce it. Hansel.
answer answer of research 29 son on the founder of the Spoleto, an Italian sporting goods company.
Yeah. So these are big people who passed away, right? An executive, like one of the highest people at Tex Market, and the son of the like CEO of Sportly. That's pretty bad for the people who passed away. Not to mention, it was tourists that passed away. Um, Anytime a tourist passes away in your country, it looks really bad on Canada, sadly. So Canada probably feels really, really bad right now, and we're probably going to be trying to improve relations with Italy after this, because it was 2 Italian people who passed away. So not good. By the way, when they say this, like 35, 29, that's just their age. So that one guy is 35 years old and the other guy is 29 years old.
Both the text market and sporter are high quality in the ground in the South Tokyo region of the Italy.
So
Polo, highly
uh I don't know. We can look it up though. What is it? Balls no. Uh ball oh ball oh come on.
Tino,
No.
Tilo, oh, Tilo,
So here, let's check. Where is it? So it's up in the north of Italy. North of Italy. Um, so near Venice, I guess. Near Venice. I don't know that area, but so basically that's where these companies are.
In a social media post, Italy deputy prime minister and minister of the Village of Avaris Anta on Tiny expressed his the condolence.
So, so the deputy prime minister, which I believe is the second in command, not the prime, like the president or prime minister, right? These people are just like, I'm so sorry for this, for your losses. I'm so sorry that these people passed away. I hope that we can fix this for the future, or blah blah blah. Like that. That's what a condolence is. A condolence is like saying sorry. I hope everything gets better. I know it's bad right now. They're just saying stuff like that. Yeah.
In June, the pain of the families who lost their loved ones in the April helicopter crash in Canada, I have instructed our consulate in Vancouver to provide maximum assistance to the injured compati. I sincerely wish them a speedy recovery, he said.
Compatriots. Compatriots. That just means the group of people that were there. So obviously these two people died from Italy, but there's probably more Italians there, not just these two, and they were probably hurt, right? So they're also saying that not just like we're so sorry that this happened, but they're also saying like I hope the people who are injured are also recover fast, and that in Vancouver they've given as much assistance as they can, given as much money or as much people to help as they can. And again, these are the two guys. I don't know which one's which, but yeah. Oh, so left is uh, Hansel and right is Weidman. Yeah.
Police have said they are not relaxing the names and hometown of the victims until next of kin have been notified.
Yep. Kin means family. And next in kin means the closest family. So uh, let's say I passed away. Next in kin would be my wife and daughter. But if my whole family passed away, like me, my wife, and daughter, next in kin would be my parents and my wife's parents. So next in kin just means the next family closest to you. That's all. And the police are saying we're not going to tell anyone's names. We're not going to say anything until the families know what happened. Yeah.
The four injured were taken to Montreal Hospital in Chiles, a city of around 12,000 people that lies around 690 kilometers northwest of Vancouver.
So this is a small town, right? 12,000 people. It's quite small. And again, they're talking about how far north it is, right? 690 kilometers north.
According to the statement Tuesday from Northern Health, all for the injured were subsequently transported to other sanctuaries in BC for higher levels of the care to remain in critical condition and two are listed in the source condition.
Mm-hmm. So again, On Tuesday, which is today, remember Canada is 12 hours behind, or Vancouver's 14 hours behind. So right now in Vancouver, it's 6:40 a.m. So it's really early still in Vancouver, or not early, but it's like nighttime in Vancouver, and on Tuesday. And so they're like, yep, there's 4 injured, 3, of course, have died. And of those 4, 2 are in critical condition, um, which means they could pass away any moment. Like they're in crazy bad conditions, lots of blood gone, blah blah blah. So hopefully they can be saved, but you never know. You never know. And hopefully, because remember, Terrace is a small town. They're hoping that they can get them to a better hospital as soon as possible. Once they're in a better shape, they're probably going to try to fly them to a better hospital.
The helicopter that Custer was a Korea after 119 luster from the Ski Lion helicopter in the Kinoa Police said his company has been licensing the same helicopter for 20 years.
Yep. So again, this is just talking about the mountain. So it's probably talking about like a little mountain right here or something like that. But yeah, they're just saying that they've been doing this for 20 years with the same helicopters. Everything should be fine. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Every helicopter comes with a pilot and an engineer, and the engineer maintains the helicopter daily, he said. So there was certainly no indication of any mechanical issue at all.
So yeah, he's saying like we've had 20 years of pilots getting lots of training, so it doesn't really make sense that, well, it could be still, of course, but we believe our pilots are still good, and our engineers are daily fixing the helicopters. They're looking at the helicopters every single day. So we don't think it was a mechanical issue either. So we have no idea what happened.
In a statement, Ski Lion President Joe Northcutt said the company would work with authorities investigating the cruise.
So yeah, investigating. Yeah. So yeah, the president is going to of the company is going to work with the government to figure out what happened. Obviously, the government wants to find out what happened because, well, people died in Canada. Like the government needs to find out, right? And the company also wants to find out because what if this happens with the other helicopters they have? Then they would have zero money, right? So they want to figure out what's going on so that they can hopefully fix everything and make everything better.
BC, the emergency health the service said it was the native flight of the cast. Cut at about the 15 p.m. PT, and this past 3 air ambulance and 5 ground ambulance.
So air ambulance just mean helicopters, and ground mean like this. This is the ground ambulance, right? And 4:15 p.m. PT, that'd be Monday, would be PT means Pacific time, so like Vancouver time. So they're talking about they got a call Monday, 4:15 p.m. and they were able to rescue them fairly quickly, but now they're at the hospital and we're hopefully figuring them out. And they tried to send everything, right? 3 helicopters, 5 cars, hoping for the best.
Peace Light Northern the escapes to order the helicopter are served from another company. White Valiance PSP was climbed into half. Satel the for the surveying passengers from the mountain cuts slide to uh, emergency
Responders.
dis-
So not only did they have the ambulances, right? The 3 from the government, right? The health, and 5 for the ground. They also did 2 from the company, right? And another one from a different company. So there were 6 helicopters trying to find things, trying to help people to try to get these survivors out of that crash area. So that's a lot.
The Transportation Safety Board TSBBC the Canal Safe Work Staff BC and RCMP are investigating the courage.
Yep. So again, remember RCMP are like the FBI for Canada. These are our highest police officers. And a lot of people are working at this, right? Transportation Board is looking at this because of helicopters, right? The coroner service, meaning the death service, is looking into this. Work safety is looking into this. And again, of course, the highest police are looking into this. So there's 4 government groups trying to figure out what happened. And then again, plus the company. The company wants to know too. So 5 groups are trying to figure out what happened.
Once we have the TSB report, which will take well, we have a better understanding of what happened, said Forrester
Currently,
It looks like it's just a terrible accident. You know, there is not always someone to blame in this thing.
so the first one they're waiting for is the Transportation Safety Board, the TSMB. They're doing their report first. And yeah, the company, Forest, right? The company is saying like, it just looks kind of like a terrible accident. Sometimes there's nothing to blame. Like it could have just been bad, not even bad weather. It could have just been like something went wrong and no one could have thought of this. Like the engineer didn't do anything wrong. The pilot didn't do anything wrong. The people didn't do anything wrong. It just kind of happens, right? Remember, they're flying 2 kilometers into the sky to go on a mountain to ski. It's always going to be a little dangerous no matter what, right? So who knows? It could have been just a terrible accident.
Northern the escape has the Pacific operation to undertake a critical incident stress the debuff, but the Forester said he is planning to report the business. Report
Mhm.
business.
So obviously, right now they're gonna stop the business to like figure out what happened, make sure everyone feels safe to fly again and do all this stuff again. But after everyone feels good again, everyone's okay. It was just a mistake. Nothing like we can keep going. He wants to reopen the business and start skiing again with people.
In an earlier statement, Forrest expressed condolences. Condolences.
So condolences again, saying like, I'm so sorry, right? And this is what he said right here.
It is the impossible to put into words the profound grief that we feel and the sorrow that our justice and our state saw, he said.
So yeah, the way he said sorry is like, there's really no words I can really say. We know our guests are super sad. We know our staff is super sad. 3 people died, 4 people are injured. We know all of this is horrible. We just hope that we can fix it for next time. Like that's the best he can say, right? Okay.
I remember the U.S. Black famous black people Kobe died
Yep.
in a helicopter, and
Yep.
he told us with he drive the helicopter and died in the mountain. Boom, died in the mountains.
Yep.
Yeah. Long time.
Mountain. Well, I forget when he died. Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant accident. 2020. Yeah.
2020. Long time.
Yeah.
Yes. He
Uh,
famous the bucket.
Yep. Basketball player. He was 41 when he passed away. And of course, his 13-year-old daughter also passed away. So very sad. Have you ever been in one of those helicopters? Have you ever done a helicopter flight?
No, no, I
Do you
never.
want to? Would you
Maybe,
ever want to?
maybe, I know. Yeah, in Canada, some people say learning the helicopter, the driver license is very painful.
I have no idea. I've never done anything like
In
that. So
before I look, some people go to the Canada, they learn the helicopter the driver license. They say this the license. When you go to school learning the license is very expensive. I don't know how much.
uh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about how much it costs or anything for that. Like the only thing I've ever done was uh, let me think. No, I've never done anything related to flying. I know my mom and uncles have gotten their airplane license to fly small airplanes,
How they have
but uh,
air
but
license?
that was a long time ago. They did that when they were in their 20s, so that was like 30 years ago. They can still fly the small planes, but uh, 30 years ago the cost would have been very different than now. So yeah, I don't know what it would be like today, but
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know how much money. You look at the yesterday. Your father come home now or no?
Yeah, he was home on Monday.
He was
Monday at 9 my time. He arrived at 9 Canadian
oh,
time.
Canadian time.
Yeah,
Okay.
on
Oh,
Sunday.
you go Canada and you switch your night sleeping. Maybe
Yeah,
you go here you just in the evening no left sleeping.
it was really crazy or very annoying for him because he left Vietnam at 10
At
a.m.
10
and he arrived in Canada at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yes.
on the same day. On the same day.
Oh,
So because of the time zone, he flew for 22 hours or 20 hours, but because of the time zone, he went back in time So he left on Sunday and he arrived on Sunday. He
Yes.
was super tired when he got back. But it's the opposite coming this way, right? He would have left, like he left on Friday and arrived on Sunday when he came here. So yeah, it happens both ways, right?
Same that before. I look at the very interesting. They say when the New Year first one January 1st, you buy the airplane and you come to the US and you come to the Canada in the last year, the 12th, the 30, December the 30, and they say this year come fly the last year. Are you interesting? Yep. Same the time old the time late. Yeah.
There's actually a very famous one for rich people, of course, that technically with the airplane you can fly faster than the time zone.
Yeah.
And so you can celebrate New Year's 24 times in 1 year. Because you would start in Asia, right? And you would fly 1 hour time zone, celebrate again, fly 1 hour time zone, celebrate again, and keep doing that. And rich people sometimes do that as like a special thing. It costs that like $1 million or something crazy. But yeah, there's a famous story about some rich people wanting to celebrate New Year's like 6 times, so they just kept flying to the next country to celebrate. So yeah, a bit crazy, but that's what you can do if you have the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like skiing? Because it's colder where you are now. Obviously, if you go a bit more north, like to Beijing or something,
China, 80% the area have the snow in the yesterday and the before yesterday. Very very cold. I have the 3 days. I was the 3 days snow come out. Always at home. Yeah, always at
Fair
home.
enough.
No, very cold.
Do you like the winter sports like skiing or hockey or things like that, or just stay home, hide from it?
Just stay home. Just
Okay.
stay at home. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of Canadians that would be like, oh, now I can go skiing, now I can go skating, now I can go blah blah blah. So I was curious if you wanted to do that.
The water or no? The water, the Vietnam, the water your father love here, hot water.
Well, it was it was a bit awkward for Dad because he went from really cold to really hot, right? So he was ready for the cold and then went to really hot, and now he's like, okay, too hot. And then he came back to Canada and now he's like too cold. So
Yeah.
it really messed up with his brain where, because he went to a too hot of a place to a too cold of a place back to a too cold, like it made him not really like it. He liked Hanoi a lot because Hanoi was like that perfect like 22 Celsius, pretty good for Hanoi. But when he went to Kontum, it was 30, 30, 30, 30.
Oh, yeah.
And then he went back to minus 20. And he's
like, maybe a little cold. Honai near China and a little cold in the Vietnam. And the Ho Chi
a little bit colder than where I am.
Yeah. It's the very hot. And we have the time now. Okay.
Yep.
See you after.
See you after lunch.
Bye.